Dear viewers, today I'm going to be talking about the election manifesto for the Haryana elections of the BJP and Congress. Let's begin. Hello, dear viewers. Today I'm going to be talking about elections. The elections I'm going to be talking about today are the Haryana elections in October. And I'm going to be looking at the election manifestos of the parties BJP and Congress and analyze them and compare them. I want to start this video by with a disclaimer that I support the BJP. I'm not a member of the BJP. I've not donated to them or actively supported them, but I do prefer them over other parties. I don't really like them. Don't I've have several criticisms of them, but I think they're better than other parties. And I've not been paid by them to make this video. And but this will be a video promoting BJP over the Congress, which I because I believe it's that better for BJP to win this election in Congress. So with that out of the way, let's get started. They are said that they'll give 2,100 rupees per month to all women under the Lado Lakshmi Yojana, the construction of 10 industrial cities on the lines of IMT Karkoda, special incentives to entrepreneurs to provide jobs to 50,000 local youth per city under Chirayu Ayushman Yojana, free treatment up to 10 lakhs is provided to each family, and free treatment facility up to 5 lakhs to each elderly person above the years of 70 age in the family. So I agree with these provisions, except for the 2,100 rupees per month to women. I don't think that's necessary. I think that's just a freebie, and free money should be given like that. But I'm glad they're focusing on building industrial cities, and uh, I can sympathize with free medical treatment up to a certain limit. And I don't think that this is too excessive. I think that this is enough for treatments that uh, this is enough for basic treatments, and uh, it won't cause too many losses to the hospitals who won't get paid this right. Yeah, I don't think this is too much funding that government is getting in healthcare, but I do ideally prefer that people should pay for their own healthcare and the government shouldn't pay for them. But that's because I'm a libertarian and I know libertarian economics isn't feasible in India politically. So I don't condemn the BJP for giving this street economic support. They also said that they will purchase 24 crops at the declared minimum support price. They had said that in their previous manifesto in 2019 that they would increase number of crops bought at MSP, and that was done. Some I think this year they raised it by 10 more crops, and now they're purchasing a total of 24 crops in the next term. I don't agree with MSP. I believe that prices should be determined by the markets. But since that this is something that the farmers of the state want, I hope that this will satisfy them. Guaranteed government jobs to 2 lakhs youth without any slip and without any expense. I think that's good. And other employment opportunities for 5 lakh youth and monthly stipend from the National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, 5 lakh houses in urban and rural areas. I really like the National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, increase of opportunities, and providing jobs for government jobs to people. This is what can make people productive. It's not just free money. And apprenticeships can give people lots of job opportunities and can create a strong working force for the state. And the National Apprenticeship Pension Scheme and Promotion Scheme has been quite successful with in 2018 it had about 30,000 apprentices, and now in 2023 to 2024 it had 9 lakh apprentices, and many companies have gotten involved with the scheme. So I think it's a success, and I'm glad the government is focusing on it even more. 5 lakh houses in urban and rural areas can help a family, and I'm glad they're including both urban and rural areas. Although uh, it's unfortunate that these people don't have enough money to buy their own houses, but that'll take time, and I think this can help them become more productive, though it's not ideal. Dialysis in government hospitals and diagnosis in all hospitals for free. I agree with this. Dialysis is a major treatment which can be very expensive, and it's often necessary in emergencies. So this can help save people's lives and help get them treated. An Olympics game nursery in every district, uh, I think that's good, especially with Haryana being a high Olympic producing state. A cylinder for 500 rupees under Har Ghar Grihani Yojana, and there are many other promises. Every student going to college in a rural area will be given a scooter, not needed, and a guarantee of government job to every Haryanvi Agni. I agree with this. Agniveers are people who will be serving in the armed military for about 4 years, and after which they 75% of them will leave the military and 25% will remain. And while the government has already, at that time in 2022, announced several measures for Agniveers with the same amount of compensation to other soldiers, 10% reservation in the defense ministry departments and companies, PSUs under defense ministry. I think this is an even more extra support for them, and I like it. Construction of KMP's orbital rail corridor and launch of new Vande Bharat trains in collaboration with the government of India. I think this is good. More rail corridors and more Vande Bharat trains will help people travel in Haryana from within Haryana and outside the state. Launch of various rapid rail services and intercity express metro service between Faridabad and Gurugram with the cooperation of the government of India. This is good. Metros between cities are important. Separate welfare boards with adequate budget for small backward castes. I do not agree with this. I don't think we need casteism, especially with welfare, but I think this can help the backward castes. So I see the reasoning for it. Increase in all social monthly pensions based on scientific formula linking DA and pensions. Full scholarship to students of OBC and SC castes from Haryana studying medicine and engineering from any government college in India. The Haryana state government will guarantee loans up to 25 lakh for all OBC category entrepreneurs, in addition to the Mudra scheme. This is great. 25 lakh guarantee loans will help entrepreneurs take and borrow money from banks, and will, they'll also be able to work with the Mudra scheme. They will provide training in modern skills by making Haryana a center of global education. Okay, this is a seems a big promise, very exaggerated. I don't think they can make it a center of global education. But Haryana has some good universities, so I think they can work in this area. On international level, Aravali Jungle Safari Park in South Haryana. This is an interesting idea. Safari parks can help bring tourists in for safaris, which can help the local economy. So that's good. And What is the Congress manifesto? The Congress has basically given guarantees, prosperity of families, free 300 units electricity, and free medical treatment up to 25 lakh on the lines of Chiranjeevi scheme. As I said earlier, I'm in favor of free medical treatment up to a certain limit, so I have no problem with that. But I don't think electricity should be free. I think people should be paying for that, even 300 units. Empowerment of women. 2,000 rupees for every month for women for over 18 years. Not necessary. 500 rupees every month for gas cylinders. That's okay. Like, yeah, gas cylinders are necessary for cooking, so I can understand the need for that. Secured future for youth. Recruitment for 2 lakh vacant posts. Yeah, that'll help people. Drug free Haryana initiative. That's a great initiative. Drugs are a problem in society. Strengthening social security, 6,000 old age pension, 6,000 handicap pension, 6,000 widow pension, restoration of the old pension scheme. Um, this seems like a lot of money, and I hope that they can get the money through proper sources if they come to power. Rights for backward classes. Conducting a caste census, not necessary at all. India and no state needs a caste census. We already have the census that we normally use for the country. States and central governments can use the information from those censuses for policy making and governance. Raising the creamy limit to 10 lakhs. I uh, don't really know what the creamy layer should be, and so I can't speak on that. Though I do agree with the concept that uh, people from reserved categories that are earning a lot of money, those families, their children, those families don't need reservation. Prosperity for farmer, legal guarantee of MSP, not necessary. As I said earlier, prices must be determined by the market, not by the government. Immediate crop compensation. Yeah, this is good. Compensating farmers if they lose their crops is necessary. That's not their fault. Housing for the poor, 100-yard plots, two-room houses costing 3.5 lakhs. I can't really say anything different for this as I said for the BJP. I think this also will help people. And let's see how they compare. Here's the comparison. Both have targeted the youth, as the unemployment rate in the state is higher than national average. As per CMIE data, the unemployment rate in Haryana is 37.4%, which is way too high. This is uh, a failure by the Haryana government, which is BJP. I'll admit that, but I do think that there are other things that they've done for Haryana make up for it, like generally uh, bringing more crops under MSP. Uh, so here is some of the achievements of the Haryana government under the BJP. Uh, they have the state became the state with the most educated panchayats, have a 50% participation of women, and became the first state to provide tap water to every household. That is excellent. They're the first Ayush university built in Haryana, which is uh, good for them. I think Ayush has as medical uh, as medicine has some benefits to people, and I'm glad the government is supporting it, though I have some skepticism towards it. The highest capita GST collections is in Haryana. That's great, and the state contributes the most per capita to the country's economy. And one of the BJP government's landmark achievements has been dismantling of the notorious Perchi Karchi system, a corrupt practice where recommendations and bribes dictated government job placements. Under the BJP's governance, every family in Haryana now witnesses a fairer system where merit, not connections or bribes, drives school admissions and government job placements. The principle of no expense, no slip has been strictly enforced, ensuring that even the most disadvantaged sections of society can aspire to and achieve government positions based on merit alone. And that is great, really good. And we need to focus on merit as a country. Then monthly financial assistance to 78 lakh women. This is completely unnecessary for both BJP and Congress. We don't need to be giving women or men free money like this. If this promise is kept, the state government will be spending 20,000 crores per annum on the scheme. So I criticize both Congress and BJP for this. There's no difference in them in this policy. LPG gas cylinder at subsidized rates. The Congress has vowed to provide nearly 49 lakh homemakers with subsidized LPG gas cylinder costing 500 rupees. The BJP has also made a similar promise. Implementing this will cost the government 2,000 crores per annum, which is way too much. I mean, this much subsidies are just bad for the state's economic health. Increased social security pension. The Grand Old Party has promised a monthly pension of up to 6,000 rupees to elderly women. Uh, the BJP has said it will provide a dearness allowance and pension based on a scientific formula. Nearly 35 lakh such beneficiaries are already getting a social security pension in Haryana. The BJP government was paying 3,000 rupees per month, which the Congress has doubled. I think uh, 3,000 rupees per month is good, especially and 6,000 doubling it is just not necessary. Except although for I mean the government just can't be spending money like this. It's quite irresponsible. Uh, when people who are elderly, who are retired, need to be encouraged to save their own money rather than having it all getting it all from pension. Housing schemes for the poor. I feel that BJP's promises better. 5 lakh promises houses for 5 lakh people, and Congress will provide a plot and two-room houses to one 3.0 lakh people, which is less. So since the BJP's manifesto provides housing for more people, I support that. And free medical treatment, up BJP provides up to 10 lakh. Congress provides up to 25 lakh, which is too much. Again, not something they can uh, spend without either taxing the state's people or borrowing money. And MSP for farmers, BJP has not announced a legal guarantee, and in its full manifesto, Congress said it will legalize MSP. So I think that both parties have some positives in their manifestos, but I think that overall BJP's is better because Congress is mainly focusing on welfare and giving money and benefits to people. They're not talking about industrialization, development, growth, which is necessary, and the BJP is. So I think the BJP's manifesto is superior. They talk about creating industrial cities, providing jobs, apprenticeships, which their policies have already helped. And they're not only focusing on freebies, which they are partially, they are giving freebies, which I have condemned. and is dangerous for the country's future. That's a separate topic. So I think BJP's uh, platform is better. But ultimately, it's up for the people to decide, and I can understand that lots of people in Haryana are dissatisfied with the BJP government in power, and that I don't blame them, and I won't criticize the voters, no matter who they vote for. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. If you have some comments, please share them in the comment section. If you want to see other videos about elections, click here. If you want to see my previous video, click here. If you want to see the sources I use for this video, click the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.